Gross.
I'm not gonna respond. Beep. Hello. Hello. It's so quiet because my Microsoft Edge. Oh my god, my Microsoft Edge volume is low, so like I don't know if I'm loud or if. Here we are. Oh, wait. Here we are. Wait. Once again, go to sleep. See, that's what I'd be saying. Let me put this in new streams. This is gonna be like an hour, like genuinely. This is the current update. Well, somehow it survived. Somehow, it is now 8,400. I cleared the cultists, which basically just means 30 minutes of horrific lag, and then as soon as you're done, it's like it's fixed. Oh my god, I'm like late to Stronghold, bro. What the hell? I look stupid now. Oh, I went out the wrong door. I made a better door. It's kind of fire. Look at this oh shit. Look at this door, bro. Wide open. How? So basically, you just lock in. Oh right, this is super light. Remember yesterday when I was like, wow, Stronghold's laggy and it makes it so easy? So about like 40 minutes ago, it got really, really, really laggy. But this is just it. This is what's gonna go down. Yeah, it's not your YouTube. Like it was good like up until like a Stronghold ago, and then like this is my Stronghold experience now. The other person was constantly complaining like it's so laggy, and I was like, mine's still like good. I don't know what you're doing, but I think this is what they were dealing with for much longer. It suddenly kicked in for me like it's like all the adrenaline of the server was like cooking at Stronghold, and it just ran out, and now this is the situation. It's kind of awful if you think about what this implies, which is that melee is actually the only way to do it. Because if I wasn't meleeing, I don't think I'd be able to manage guns properly. This is like trying to use a mantra combo in Deepwoken if you have 500 ping. You can use one, but then the other one's gonna take a bit. It's just, just an average day in New Zealand. My god. Oh, I took damage. Oh no. But it's crazy that it's faster to do this than Stronghold, like in a normal server. Typically when things are lagging, it's slower, right? Like I'm sure you can think about an example of that. Like it's laggy and it just takes forever. For some reason, oh wait, bro, he's backflipping. Look at him. It's for some reason in this game, it doesn't matter if it's lagging. It's just lock in for real. I'm losing my mind slowly though. I needed stimuli. I needed to yap. I needed to be documented. There's not much new things. Oh my god, ow. There's not really anything new to be said, I will say. Oh, don't melee me. I just need these to die, and then I can... It's... Okay, well, the one new thing I'd say is it's like a lag aura. It's kind of insane. It's kind of like build about lag machines. No, that's exactly what it's like. Okay, the time thing needs to be hit, and I don't think anyone's there to hit it. And that's bad, because I'm not going to be able to make it back in time. Or I'm not even grabbing the chest. There's nothing in it for me. me out. Okay, so in Build-A-Boat, about a month ago, or maybe a month and a half, like I just like saw a couple friends on Build-A-Boat, right? They were in like a VC. I didn't join their VC yet. I just joined them in game. I just wanted to see what was up because you know I played Build-A-Boat. So I had like a car with like a gun on it. You know, I could have been silly. Okay, see, we left the lag ore. We're saved. No, 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 no. I think they're still gonna spawn. Did they? Are they? They'll spawn soon if they're still gonna spawn. They spawned. Yeah, so I joined their Build-A-Boat game, and they've created what they named the slab, which is exactly what it sounds like. It was just a 5 by like 70 by like 150 block of steel. Fucking funny, bro. And it was this horrific lag. I don't know why it's so funny. I'm just thinking it was this horrific lag machine. Because when you stood on it, your frames plummeted. Like so much. It's so funny. I don't know why it's so funny. I forgot how funny it was. You'd stand on it and your frames would just hit 0 immediately. And it was moving like one in-game stud every, I don't even know, 4 seconds. I think there's footage I think I took a clip of it. There's footage somewhere. It's so funny. So it was doing that, right? And if you were on it, you were so laggy. But if you got away from it, you were like normal. Like you were like this. Like you could jump. Okay, if you jumped on the slab, you'd float for 40 seconds. But if you jumped beside it, you were fine. So, but it was also, there was another layer to that. If you were on it, everyone else seemed fine. Like no one else was lagging if you were on it, like outside looking in. But if you were off it, you were laggy too because the server was lagging. But on the slab, it looked like really laggy. So like, the people on the slab were like, this server looks like we're not like, these people are fine. They're not even being affected by our lag machine. But the people off it were in shambles. And I know this because I went off of it. I got both experiences. Anyways, so that's basically what has been created. In Build-A-Boat, it was block connecting to block, cube connect to cube. So there's one side touching, bonded, coded in. But then you add another cube and there's 2 sides. So now it's 2 connecting things loaded in. But then you add the 4th cube and you get you add 2 to what is connecting. And so that process just like increases exponentially when it's like a 5 thick, 70 wide, 100 long piece of Roblox hardware. It was so bad. So that's what this has happened in this game. The chests, I think it's the chests. In the stronghold, there's like chests that never go away. So every time I've done it, it's added a new chest stacked up and it's hit its breaking point. Oh god, I lost the Discord I was in. Another layer indeed. Oh my, anyways, the only gameplay I can offer, so I have been hitting this machine for like a few hours because we have too many of these red gems. So I'm just spamming it On God. I was gonna go fish, but there's like thunder. I'll wait till thunder stops. I could spend a gem to get rid of it, but I'm not gonna do that. Uh-oh. And the reason I'm gonna fish is because I may have used all the bandages. Remember when yesterday I was like, I'm using bandages recreationally? Yeah, now they're gone. Fun is over. Excess what? There is. If you, well, I assume they're deleted if you throw them into the volcano. I have to assume, right? There's no way they just like go to a pocket dimension or like stay as like 1 pixel somewhere. Surely they're fully deleted. But I feel like no matter like what you delete in a Roblox server, there's still like remnants of it. Like there's something in the code that remembers like how many items have existed, which is why servers get shittier slowly. So you can, but running, it's not the chainsaws, shields. Those might be some of it. It's not even the oil bear, it's the chests. It's the monster stack of like 100 chests or like 80 chests. Even when there's like 10, it's laggy if you get close to them. But I think the radius of the lag has expanded as the chest count has increased. You know? This bitch is in here anyways. It's just expanded as the count has increased. Oh wait, I can go fish now. I do? No, I don't. Oh. I was about to say, am I bugged? There's no way I already have a rod because there's strong rods. Why would I have an old rod on me? Wait, I'm gonna check this area. I haven't been up here. I don't know if there's like any crimes that have been committed up here. This chest is unopened. I know what's in here. No, I don't. What the hell? All right, this chest. I thought it was guaranteed infernal sack because every time it's like the equivalent to the ice chest in the ice biome. It always gave an infernal sack, but there was no ice sack. So like, anyways, it always gave an infernal sack. I didn't know it could give a sword. That's crazy. I had no idea it could give a sword. This information, it had a sword in me the entire. It has sword for me the entire game. That's crazy. I've thrown a lot of things in the volcano. Some things I missed, like this thing clearly, and that thing down there. I don't know if they get deleted fully. I assume its particle effects are still there, and now it's gone. I think it gets despawned. Surely. I like to keep the ping on so everyone can understand. It's just constant for. It's exhausting to be on this ping, bro. But it doesn't even matter. It's about the love of the game, the number go up. High resistance. No, it's gone. But it does, the particle effects do last a while, so who knows? Maybe everything lasts a while in there. But yeah, that's the okay. So before this biome, there was actually no way to delete anything. You can't drop them off the edge of the map or anything. There's no edge of the map. So it was honestly just the volcano saved it. But I've already, monologued about how the cold biome was so bad for runs like this. And the best time to ever do a run like this is now. A mammoth. Oh, because they there's a class that needs mammoth tusks to even be considered a class. And when they added this biome, there were no mammoths, so they just put it in retroactively. They forgot about polar bears, but I guess, what are you gonna do? Make it up an ice bear pelt or a fire bear pelt? A radio. I wish I had a better talent. Honestly, more than ever, the talent that makes you the dare rock ability to make you do more damage the lower your HP is would unironically cook so hard in a run like this because I'm like half HP in the stronghold, just spamming whatever, bro. You can imagine how things would be easier, but like it would also be worse if we had gotten 2 obsidian hammers and no armor. So you know, the silver lining is that nothing went horribly wrong, but nothing went very right either. Yeah, the damn mammoth is. I wish. I don't know. Mammoth tusks are stupid. There's no real use for them. The anvil is poorly made. Like you can craft. First, it's so expensive to craft like a chainsaw, but you might as well just do like stronghold, you know. Well, bandage. That's what I was trying to get. I need at least 1 per day that this is going to last longer. So that's good. I'll just fish a bunch of cultist gems, you know, no biggie. The lava, they just take up space. All the fish are useless. Fish have 0 purpose. You just eat them. Even the sharks. There's no shark fin helmet. You know, make fishing better. There's no jellyfish boots that make you run quicker. There's no shark fin soup that could be really good food. There's nothing. And I don't know why. Like there also needs to be like food that can overheal you. Like make the bar go over here. Because well, I guess my cursor isn't visible, is it? Anyways, you know, bro. We needed the Apocalypse Rising painkillers for my hunger in this game. It is visible. Is it? Oh my god. Away I go. This run has taught me a lot about what is actually important in these very long runs. And what is important is just preparing for when it gets really laggy. And bandages are not really... Bandages lose value the longer you go, like genuinely. Hell mode. Yeah, honestly. Hell mode would be peak. There are jellyfishes. There are sharks. Not sharkos, but sharks. You fish them though. They could have made fishing like give you so much gear. You can fish a weapon, but it's really bad. So I don't know why they... I don't know who is behind that, but it's fine because this is the best time. The next update's a taming update, so that's useless for a run like this. Like you think a bunny following me around helps me in a run like this? It actually might. I'm imagining like I have like a pet bear, and when I go to stronghold, he just gets unleashed in the middle of the room. How's that gonna work? Is that gonna be really good for stronghold? You think if I shoot something, it'll like go attack it? Like a thrall, and then it doesn't require me to even be seen? Or will it attack it and then it'll go after me? Or will it kill my bear? I don't know. We're gonna find out. I'm curious about the update. Very curious. I got an extra bandage. I literally saved the day. Is this real? Yeah, this is real. Yeah, this is... Yeah, just another day not sleeping for 70 hours straight. No. It's real and not real. It looks insane until you understand it. I mean, the last stream I was on day for like 5,500. Like genuinely. Just hanging out. You're jealous, bro. You're jealous at how long I can keep the Roblox client open before it explodes. I've rejoined once. That's why my map is messed up. But honestly, the silver lining is it made it look cool. Also, that's another thing. Notice how the map has not changed at all. The map is the same. There have been no changes to the map. I have not been anywhere except the same areas. Look at them, bro. Also, you can kill... It's gonna fill in the gap. No, I filled in the spot that's been unfilled in the entire time. Nice. Nice. Okay. You can kill the horse with only specific weapons, and he regens. You're cooked, buddy. Like, you can't kill him with, like... Oh, you can kill him with this weapon. Yeah, this looks insane, but any amount of insanity you think this is, it's much more. But it's also less. The days go up at 9 by 9 at a time. So really this is only day like 800, you know? But that's 800 times 4.5 minutes. Or 3 minutes, because 3 minutes, it's 3 minutes if you time skip. Which is what I do. Okay. Yeah, it's jellyfish and sharkos. It's hell mode. Makes deep. Oh god, the lag aura. I forgot. Look at the ping. I've escaped. The base is a sanctuary. I'm glad the base is not laggy. If it ever becomes laggy, things gotta change. And it's to the point where I think removing the oil drill is like a necessary evil. Like it's chaotic neutral to remove. It's lawful evil to remove the oil drill. You normally be like oil as many oil barrels as possible, but there's too many. There's too many. I might remove it now. It's gotta go. Like genuinely, it has to go. It can be replaced when there's not 4,000 oil barrels. Like genuinely, there's too many. Look at this. Someone's got to draw the line somewhere. Wolf, horse, unicorn. Okay, it's spelled mammoth. Okay. But everything else is spelled right. Unicorn. Why you vomit or fire? Well, there's not. I don't. This game doesn't really work for... Actually, would it work with mounts? It'd be so... But it'd be like Thresher mount equivalent. I think. I think it would be like a Thresher mount. They'd just be dead content immediately. Amut. I mean, they're adding pets, which I didn't see coming, honestly. Like, you should, right? Every game eventually just adds pets. It's like a necessary step in Roblox, but I didn't see it coming. At least not this soon. I don't know how it's gonna end up working out, but they don't seem like they'll be very useful unless they're like really strong, like really powered up. Like you can have a pet bear, and bears are very tough, you know. Bitch said, huh? Yeah, I look like I'm insane. I just said mammoth. Should have typed in the thing. There we go. Crisis averted. But like mounts, okay. There's no unicorn, but there's no horse. I wish you could have a horse. Mounts would be good because like, look, this is how fast you are in this game, right? Like you the map's kind of tiny. Like you move pretty fast, all things considered. Like you low-key kind of zoom. And there's also there's chilies. So like imagine like you have a mount and you can't use chilies anymore, so it might unironically end up being worse. Bud. God, I feel like straight up Canadian term. Calling someone a bud. A bud, a friend. I'm not your bud friend. I'm not your friend. Anyways. I'm not your buddy pal. God. And we've entered the lag aura. Hold on to your seats. There's about to be some riveting gameplay for the next 5 minutes. Not 5. It doesn't take that long. It's very strong. It's very quick because it's melee. Yeah, like it's already like low key at that point. A day is 3 minutes, and the nighttime is a minute and a half. So in theory, if the gameplay loop is meant to be like leave the fire, loot, and then come back, you spend 45 seconds going out there, or like 30. You spend 30 going back. You've only gained 2. You only have like 2 minutes out there. And that's best case scenario. Let's assume you don't stop on the way. So like, yeah. Really, it just becomes like you don't even go back. So if there's a 7th area, adding like 10 seconds traversal, round trip, you're cooked, buddy. You're never going back to the fire. I already don't go back to the fire. You're out for like 10 minutes at a time. Holy lag machine. At least I have some cannon fodder to help me spam left click on this. I'm genuine. It makes you out of breath just looking at it, because your breathing matches like when you play this game. When you do anything, your breathing matches like everything, right? So when it's all laggy, you're like not breathing as much. Genuinely, it's an actual issue. I have this problem of like if something's not loading, I stare at it. Like I can't look away from something lagging. Like if I like try to open something and it takes an extra 5 seconds, like my eyes won't let me look away. I have to look at it until it loads. It's actually bad. Because sometimes it would take like a 10 seconds and I'm like, oh my god, my eyes. The lag aura. I'm not even opening the chest anymore. I don't care about stock and ammo, bro. We're past that point. This is a code red. Look at the circle. Oh my god. The moment this chest can no longer be opened will be a sad day. Get me out of here. Get me out of the lag aura, bro. Genuinely. Oh, I'm losing it. I'm out. I'm saved. I'm cured. Oh my god. Hit this. It's already been activated. Oh my glurbo. Yeah, it only took like 2.5 minutes. Add. That's the move, right? That's what all games do, right? They expand map and then they add faster ways to travel. But then the map feels smaller. I feel like games will like do that. They'll design a map around like a certain movement speed, and then they'll add a way to move double that speed. And then it's cooked. Lost. Because then every previous location feels like tiny because you can move really fast. And then the new locations require you to have a mount. And then you lock the mount behind money and like either a long grind or pay to win. And then you milk the player base for all they're worth. Business. But no, like I imagine they'll add mounts to this game. Like it's kind of, it would be really funny. Like attack with a mount. You could do it like really easily. You just make it your melee attack. Like when you have, you just like, you give someone a mount item and give them like a bear scratch attack, and then they ride their bear and they just go crazy. The hell? Hot stealing all the stew. Insane. Genuinely gonna grab like, bro, this is like, it's not, hold on, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. It's 9 times the amount of shelves. Genuinely grabbing like 200 stew. I'm gonna put pillars. I mean, that was one thing I noticed with this game immediately, was that the movement's really fast. Like you walk like this row, and then when you shift, like the sprint is like 3 times faster. You kind of hustle. So I think they're okay now with how big the map. I mean, the map's not that big because of how fast you move. Like look how fast my character's moving. It's kind of pretty fast. It's like 1 cube. It's like 3 cubes a second. The hell? We're just grabbing stew. Must be lagging, like Jesus. Not click off is good. You can't click off it, bro. Number go up at the top. I've just been hitting this. I'm trying to move this machine. I have an idea. Yeah, in 16 hours. There we go. This, I have an idea, bro. I'm gonna grab this as soon as it activates. I've had enough of suffering. Plates. Oh, I can make it a face. That's hype. Y'all ever see Shark Boy and Lava Girl? It's the goddamn guy. Oh my god, no. I did it. I just didn't actually skip it. Okay, it did. I'm moving this over here. I don't know if people are trolling or not when they say this shit is fire. This shit is fire. This shit is so fire. I'm gonna close this so I get used to not 1K diamonds is literally diabolical, bro. Just general hoarding addiction. If it was up to this person, this scrap number would say like 1500. Shark Boy and Lava Girl. I'm not trolling. Shark Boy and Lava Girl is fire. Fire. That was the movie, bro. That was the movie. Genuinely, that was the movie. Like, bro, that was the first time I wanted to stay up to watch Shark Boy because it was airing like 9 to 11. Oh my god, bro. And like it's still relevant. Like I saw a video like a few months ago that was like a few months old about how Shark Boy and Lava Girl is a superhero movie about children being trained to use their imagination as a weapon. Because the entire movie is just people being like, man, I wish this would happen. And then it happens. And nobody caught on that was the case. But there's like a ton of evidence to support. It's like barely a conspiracy theory. Because it like, it's like it's there, right? You know? It's like, why is this teacher completely fine with genuine magic happening? You know? And like his father did like there's a he used a scene as an example where the dad like watched his wife get taken away and he just like imagines her coming back and she does. Like, anyways, Shark was so that movie's so peak. Genuine top like 10 movies. Like generational hit. When did I do Stronghold? I'll have to look. I have to go enter the lag again. Oh my god. I'm so used to exiting through there. I have to like change this entirely. I have to move the shelves or something. But yeah, I know. Yeah. Shark Boy's peak. And no, they're not dreams come true. They're imagination. And the reason they're imagination is because they happen live. They're not dreaming about these things. They're like suddenly wanting them and they happen. Yeah, the flying robot face. That's what I made. Also, I liked the point that the dude, the bully, is not actually a bully. He got like mind controlled because he was like imagined as a bully. And then when he did all this shit, what they use is the fact that he's basically commanding like people much older than him during that scene where they steal the book. And like these people like never show up again and they seem completely unrelated to him. And it seems like Max just like imagined, is it his name Max? The dog's name is Max or something. Anyways, he just imagined himself getting like attacked. So it happened. And then the scene where he's lying is just real. Like it's not just like a ploy. It's like he's actually lying. He thinks he's lying because he doesn't remember it because he got mind controlled. There's a lot. It's a lot. It's a great video. Dark Boy's so peak. The entire show. The whole thing is like it's actually just a. And also, it's like a fake school. That's another thing. Like the school makes no sense. Like, obviously, that could just be a set thing, or it could be like intended lore. The school makes no sense. It seems like this entire like the whole thing is like the school is just breeding superheroes who can manifest things, and his dad does it too. The ice cat. I don't know. Yeah, like she has powers in the real world, right? Like it was like it's like the dream world where they're all dreaming and they have the powers, sure. But then they like wake up and they still have them. That's like the crazy part. Imagine you dream you can fly and you wake up and you're like, oh shit. That's basically what it is. This is not a kids movie. This is a sci-fi horror. Kind of fire. Yeah, so okay, there's Thursday, Friday. There's an update on Saturday, which I thought would just delete this server, and I assume it still will. But there's reason to believe there's nothing stopping this server from thriving. So should I make a line? Hold on. I need to find where the lag aura starts. It's kind of important to see if it gets expanded. The ferry? Okay, it's like the ferry. But then it keeps you, as soon as it renders in, you're lagging until you get far enough away. That's funny. The ferry's where it starts and that rock is where it ends. I want to see if that ever changes. If the lag aura grows. It probably won't if it's about it if it's about it rendering in, but really funny. Stronghold existing. Yeah, so this is the peak gameplay. Uh in the words of the wise, this is this game at like 10 abstractions. It's like you like the gameplay gets reduced to atoms, to nothing, because the map is cleared. You are not intended to be here anymore. Currently the goal is just using up cultist gems because there's 70. There was 130. I've been using them constantly and they just not, they're not going away. It's already 8498, bro. Almost 8500. Rookie numbers. At least 10k. We must have at least 10k. Yeah, so we got little face. Maybe I can make him like a more, maybe I can add more to the face, you know? This is a good nose, right? I have an idea. Look at this peak idea for a smiley face. Oh, that works. I'm losing my mind. Just a little bit. Oh, there. Look how beautiful that is. Or why is Unknown just sending images of like virtual Pokemon cards he pulls? Oh, yeah. Where's the temporal thing? I'm trying to compress this base. I don't want to be over there. There's no point being over there anymore. It's just like stew area, infinite food. And then, okay, the other thing is the fire. But like, I feel like that can just be solved if I just take a bunch of oil barrels. Right? Like, this doesn't have to be the oil. There's not even a drill here anymore. I got rid of it. Make this the oil barrel area. There we go. Toss one of those in there. And perfect. Now we sit here. Maybe I can move a chair. Maybe I can find one. I have an idea. Grab the fish chair. And now we sit. Away. Genuine diabolical gameplay. It's really the waiting game. You're really just trying to... It's just like the actual gameplay is Stronghold. And other than that, it's just keeping the server alive. But this person will never die. They're just an infinite food machine, so... Yeah, the hourglass. Oh, remember? That reminds me of what I said last time, where we're basically an hourglass. One person runs out of sand, you flip it, and you just keep going. It's a very easy balance. But now that's not the case. Now it's more like... Well, it's like the other metaphor, the dam. The dam full of water. The difference is it's constantly raining. It's a dam where it's constantly raining, and the rain flow nearly outpaces the amount of water being lost when the dam's open. The only like thing that can't keep going is the stews. That's the only thing. Someone's got to like make stews. Like as you can see, it stopped. Like the stews get consumed, but this is like this is like 24 hours worth of stews, you know. And it only takes like 6 hours to make that. So, you know, we stewing for real. Yeah, there's a lot. Like there's so much, it's almost uncanny. Because I remember like filling this area. Like I started making stews and I did not think it would end up filling this area. Like you grab like 10 every once in a while, right? And you do this every once in a while. It's not even like efficient. It's just like you do it every once in a while and somehow. So where's my cake, bro? My cake got stolen. She stole all the cake. It's healing food. I want it, bro. Yeah, it's that image with the lightning and the black guy for some reason. You just remind me of the gif of the cat, the white cat with an explosion behind him. 1 minute. I'll just stay here. It's a bit of lag aura. No issue. With BRB for real. Might as well. God, the lightning's gonna kill me. Takes so long for them to load. And it doesn't even do the sound effect. That laggy. There's lightning. Gotta go back and skip in like 2 minutes. Jesus Christ, my health, bro, and my this is the final time this ever happens. This game is never gonna be there's never gonna be footage of this game again. It's convenient that BR is also broken, so this is not like a this is just what's happening. This will be I'm hanging up the jersey, bro. Like genuinely. Gotta go. Like we can't. This is unfathomable gameplay. A bit of I don't want to die. Dying would be bad. But it's like really hard to not die when it's lagging this badly. Because you don't know what's actually a threat. Like I don't know if he's gonna shoot at me. Look at that. His shot was instant. Like what the hell? Unai for real. A minute and 15 seconds. I don't want to melee them, bro. I'm scared. Oh god, the only two things that matter are the cultist gems. The gems and the diamonds. I call them gems, I don't know why. Oh my god. Early verse 2. Yeah, early verse 2 is when that the game in general was good. The Silent Hearts, bro, they changed Silent Heart. I didn't know how to play it anymore. I had to be taught, bro. I had to be taught. Which, okay, taught basically just means a guy telling me, yeah, everyone just rebinds the stupid Silent Heart ability to their slide. And so when every time you slide, it activates the ability. So every time you ankle cutter, it's buffed. But like they changed Silent Heart. Like they took away my that slot actually isn't even max oath right now. I have to go kill the blood trainer apparently. That's your catch up on that slot. God. Go, go, go. Oh, it's right here. Hog. And there's cake. All right, I'll do one more stronghold. And then I'm ending for real. Because it is... This peak gameplay, it's really just like... This is really just for the purpose of the update, you know? Because I know damn well I'm going to be asked one day, like, how did you get that PB? You know, what was the run like? And I'll have periodic little updates of this. Well, Deep has not really done much. And I just it has always been to archive. This is a historical landmark. That's what this is. The one thing it has is everything significant that's happened in the past like 2 years. So this game is a very much a relic of probably a few months. As in, I don't think this game specifically is gonna survive much longer. It's gonna do the thing where it starts to die, and then they're gonna start doing QL updates. And when they start doing QL updates for the players that stayed, when there's no new content, no one's gonna. Though this game's not dying for a while. I mean, they literally last week they hit 12 million. So interesting. That's just #1 in the world by accident for some reason. Also, I've edited a lot less videos too. I used to spam upload. But there's a lot of footage and fun things happening. But now it's like, I don't really know how to make a video on this game, bro. Or level below. Apparently there's probably a million level below videos that could be made. But that's not really not really a thing. I'm just waiting. Deep Iron Vow might be peak. That will probably be the most I will be here. In a while for a while. Like if there's actual hardcore servers, that's like at least 3 weeks of peak. I'm gonna assume in 15 minutes the stronghold's open. Why am I making stew, bro? No, I'm just gonna sit in the chair. Yep. And once again, I'm here tomorrow. The day count at the top will say, what can we estimate? What can we estimate? I'd say add 2,600 to this. No, slightly more. 2,800 maybe. Possibly 3K. Depends. I wouldn't say 3K actually. It's almost gonna be 3K, which would put this at like 11 point something. It's gonna be at least 11K added to this. I'm trying to like add because we're gonna run out of gems eventually. I'm gonna spam this machine next to me, and that's gonna make the day count go up, but it's gonna like burn the candle at both ends. There's a way to 100% upkeep. So your average day is only what would it be? 3 minutes and like just 3 minutes 30 seconds, I guess. Because it'd be 2 3-minute days and a 4.5-minute day. So 3:30 for every day. Plus like 5 because loading and stuff per. So it ends up becoming like 3:35 to 3:40. The slowest it can be is like nearly 5 minutes. The quickest it can be is 3 plus like 10 probably. So there's a ways to upkeep it to have it 3:30, but instead I'm just making sure it's as close to 3 as possible every single time. I'm not gonna be able to see 9K sadly, like in person soon. But I'll probably come back. I'll probably miss 9K in its entirety. I'll probably see 10K. Like I will. If this server survives, it'll be 10K by the time I see it. I will miss 9K entirely. That's kind of crazy. Diabolical run right here. Generational. This is a insane game. And I'm glad I know so much about it because of how much I've spent in this. And it's to the point where I'm so desensitized. 8,500 isn't even high, bro. This is nothing. Nothing burger. Nothing. This is a joke. Because nothing's stopping it from doubling. I'm gonna make so many shorts out of this, I think. Just for the day count purpose. Because there's so little footage of like really high day counts. Which I can't believe. Like the people got like the world record, they didn't even think to like upload a video or anything. Like, hold on. I'm typing world record. People just do speed runs. This guy did 13,000 solo and got 2 million views because of course. And that's like it. How to get free diamonds. Yeah, there's like no actual clean footage. Double account world rank. 7,000 stews each. Okay, maybe this guy did. This guy's day count shows. He said he was going for 60,000, but that clearly did not happen. I don't, okay, this guy's scrolling on the board. I actually need to watch him scroll on the board in this video, bro. I don't know what the board looks like. I'm trying to be on the board for real. Smiley face. That's the lead. That's like the minimum before I'm like would think about ending on purpose. Is the leaderboard. Because it's not really stopping me. I mean, it's not hard to leave the client open, genuinely. Kind of a nothing burger. Kind of do it. But it's to the point where, like, at this point, it can't DC, bro. If it DCs, like, it's worthless. I'm like, bro, 8K? Pathetic. 20K? Pathetic. I don't even know. At least 5 digits is cool. It's big, and that's like the highest it can be. No one's ever gained like 6 digits, ever. That's never happening. I'm pretty sure that's like a month and a half. Like, there's no way the server survives. There's no way Roblox doesn't maintenance shut down. Like, there's nothing that could make a server last like 45 days. Oh, it started raining again. Let me check Stronghold. I think it's like 8 minutes left, but I'll go make sure. I'll start that shit as soon as possible. Oh, not really. Doesn't really matter. My God, the lag aura. 9 minutes. Christ. Look at that. It's dying in the lag aura. The bunny's just flying in the air, like. My God. This base has existed for so long, it's kind of crazy. Like, I remember placing these things, bro, for real. Like, this rug. I placed this rug. I placed this lightning rod. I placed the drill, but I picked it up. I picked up twice now. Genuine insanity. Hey, wait. I'm gonna fish, unironically. Let me see if I can get one more bandage. Having 3 would be good. You don't really need that many. I just need 1 because I die. I need revives for real. And that's about it. And it's good to just have the extra. Just Mammoth's tweaking over there. I'm tweaking over here. I don't even know how much the day has gone up. I haven't been paying attention. It's not even about the count anymore. Cover it up. It's about the... God, right. I got ammo thrown at me and was in there probably for 2 days. No. Okay, I'm gonna break down the math for you. I'm gonna break down the math for you. You can't actually get more than 200 in an hour. Let me break down the math. So, a day is 4.5 minutes. That's the intended day amount without any like things, and that gives you 9. So that's a 2-to-1 ratio. So a minute is 2 days in game, right? Okay, that's the math. When you time skip, you skip 33% of the day, as in you skip the night, which is a minute and a half. So a day is only 3 minutes. So it becomes 3 to 1. So 3 minutes or 1 minute is 3 days. That's the math, okay? 1 minute, 3 days. That's why you can see it's almost 9,000, but that's not been time skipped. So you'd be like, oh, that's only a day and a half or something. But no, that's time skipped. But there was a little bit of time in between the timers that it doesn't show you. That's like neutral time. I'd say it's about like 6 seconds. When it's laggy, it's longer. So that all breaks down to 120, 180 days an hour. There's, 3 to 1 or 120. But really it's like 110 or 160. So it's like 110, right? So like the minimum you get from a day, 24 hours, is like 2,600 ish, depending. That's a 24-hour period. If you're skipping, it can be like 4K. Usually it's a mixture of both. You don't have enough gems to skip that much. I have been skipping the last like 5 hours, but well, not exactly, but close. So yeah, like not many days have passed since I started this in like an hour, but I'm also skipping constantly. It's been over an hour and it's been like nearly 200, so that makes sense. Because in theory, it should be 180 an hour, but like I said, it's more like 160, but it's been more than an hour, so it makes sense that it's nearly 200. Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah. Yeah, it's been so like 160 have passed in like an hour. But I've skipped every time. So you would think it would be like it should be 198, but it's like 160 because there's a delay in between. Whether you accept that there is or not, there's a delay. But it is, I don't even know why I'm grabbing these. I guess I'll do one more fishing. I had a fishing talent in the last run because fishing's the way to get cultist gems like constantly. But like it's gotten to a point where I'm not even fishing, bro. Like I'm just sitting there hanging out. Oh, I also learned that if there's this message, it means no one's hit the temporal. Valuable knowledge. But yeah, it's not even about like pumping the day. There's no way to make the day count go up super fast. There's no way to speed up time. So it's really just like waiting. A lot of it is spent not even like here. It's just when you're here, you can spam this and do stronghold, which gives you diamonds, which actually has a purpose. Oh, I should wait. I don't want to go over there yet. Yeah, I'll wait another 3 minutes. See, like, look, the timer's at 0. It's been 0 for like 8 seconds. That's the issue. If it retroactively caught up that time, it would be like day like 9,000 something easily. But it doesn't. So really a day at its slowest is more close to 4 minutes and 45 seconds. At its fastest, it's more like 3:15. The money, they hella found them. I am premium. I'm usually not, but I am. But yeah, they hella found the money glitch. But like, this is not the first game to incentivize. They don't even incentivize. They don't even reward this. But this isn't the only game to like have this happen. I'm sure everyone remembers Souls RNG. That was the beginning of hell. Souls RNG, bro. Like Souls RNG, I never played Souls RNG. Souls RNG, I didn't understand it. I opened it when it was popular, And the first thing I saw was, oh, cool. Everyone has auras. You know, there are different rarities. What do you do with them? That was the first question I asked. What is the point of this? And upon learning that there was no point, I lost my marbles. I could not believe it. Souls RNG is the best depiction of like less and less gameplay. It's removing gameplay until there's a problem, but they kept doing it until there was just no problem. The world allowed them to remove gameplay until there was nothing. The game is clicking a button, not even. It's automatic. The game is waiting for a rarity thing to happen. The thing is, it will always happen. If it's a game about RNG, you just wait long enough and it'll happen. You were playing the watch paint dry game, but sometimes the paint like changes colors. Rare event. Sometimes sun shines on the paint and it dries quicker. Genuinely insane. I cannot believe it. Oh yeah, there's so much decay. This is like that, but there's actual gameplay. Oh, okay. The reason this game accidentally has a ton of depth. That's what it is. It accidentally achieved a lot of depth. Like you can do things. You can like riot shield flick. Like every time you're gonna get hit, you can like flick on a riot shield. You know, there's like it's like kunai and like these have bullet drop. You can like shoot like guns like that. You know, you can do that. There's like a lot of accidental. You can do that with melee weapons too, I've learned. You know? But this one actually has depth. There's actual value in like understanding. And that's why there's like speedrunners for this game too. But like, this is the issue with all survival games. Because that's what this is. Once you survive, once you figure out how to survive, you win. It's infinite. Nothing ever gets harder. The only thing I think, and honestly, it probably only increases like 500. Maybe even at 100 it stops. It probably only increases to like 200 or something. The chance that there's lightning, that is the chance of lightning. Oh my god. Doesn't ping spike? I have to be careful because lag can break the stronghold. But what was I talking about? I don't even know what I was saying. It lag spiked and scared me. I know I was talking about survival. Oh yeah. The chance of lightning happening, like the weather events, that increases. The higher the day count goes. I used to think the campfire went out quicker the higher the day count went. And I used to think hunger might go out quicker. Like all these things would make sense. If there's a multiplier on hunger and weather, like past like 200 or 100 or whatever. There's not even one on hunger. It would make it harder. Like imagine if at this point my hunger just like hit 0 in 5 seconds. Like it would be actually like, oh yeah, L lost. Like you'd lose naturally, but instead that doesn't happen. So you just, oh, it's like Minecraft, like hardcore survival worlds and shit, where if you just sit in your base with a bunch of farm animals, you can never lose. My hardcore server lasted 50 years, you know? Because you never need to move. You just eat food and hang out. That's what this is. Stronghold is optional. It just speeds up time. Every time I do Stronghold, I'm buying myself 3 minutes. That's it. That's it. I don't have to. I could never die. Obviously, we're basically cheating, but you don't have to cheat. You can do this without cheating. And by cheating, I mean like there's like an auto eat thing. You just like you can go AFK and just eat food and not die to natural causes. But like if you like you could do this with 5 people, right? Team of 5. And you don't need that. You just right? You don't need to do that. You'd have 5 people and just put them on different time zones. And then they just spend their, 4 to 8 p.m., 5 to... Oh my god, I'm dying. They just spend their evenings, holding it down. I don't want to die. I die in game. I just auto click and leave. She is eating. She's what the stew is for. She just eats food. So she does the same as me, except she doesn't die. I just let myself die. It's no biggie. But yes, you do sleep. This I have not been awake 80 hours. There's not. Which is why this is like very sustainable to go on like basically forever. It's just the server breaks. It's interesting. Okay, it's interesting to think. Obviously, this is a deeper conversation about like, are we at our technological limit? But what I'm gonna say is, in like 30 years, computers are gonna be a much stronger. Like servers are gonna be indestructible, right? Imagine this, but with a 2060 computer. This would not lag. The servers would be indestructible. So in theory, this could go on forever. Right now, the limitation is unironically like software limitations. The server is just breaking. But there's nothing. That's really the only thing stopping us. It's fully sustainable, kind of. The only thing that happens is the enemies, they stack up around the outside. And then you have to kill them. So you could AFK. You could go out of render distance. There's places where you can do it and just AFK forever. Get like 500 stew, AFK for like 3 days. Never go back to the base. Just when you run out of stew, the game ends. But if someone like clears it, takes like 30 minutes. It would take less if you got rid of the bodies, like, but with the fire. With fail saves. Probably, but you don't even need fail. There's nothing that can go wrong. Like this, look at this. Look at this hut. This is just like, sit there and just eat stew. And you just never die. Because the fire going out isn't a loss. I thought it was. I thought when the fire went out, you lost. It doesn't. And because the fire going out isn't a loss, the whole team can AFK. But like I'm saying, you could do this with a team of 5 people. And you wouldn't even need to like, you would just swap out. It's like 1 person per less than 5 hours. Yeah, the fire literally just scares the deer and heals you. That's it. But the deer can't get to you right here. Also, the deer like doesn't spawn in here, I don't think. Like I really don't think he spawns in here. He spawns over there. So yeah, this little device, I added these walls to feel safer. But this little hut with the wall, that's all you need. And like you could make it even safer. Like you could just, it doesn't need to be. That's the thing. You could add like so many walls, so many roofs. There's also this item, the respawn capsule, which just respawns you if you die. But we can't use it anymore because it costs 128 cultist gems, which is the equivalent of like 4 hours. So that's not worth it. I paid the 64 not realizing because I thought it stopped at 16 last time, and I didn't even use that death. Like I picked it up and it like went away, so I just wasted 64 gems. But it doesn't even matter because I can't even spend them fast enough. It doubles every time someone dies. It doubles the price. So it starts at 1. Why? It's so stupid. It should honestly like cap at some point, but it doesn't cap, which is part of my argument with like why are these like it like punishes long runs for no reason. Short runs, they get to respawn, you know, 1, 2, 4, maybe 8, and they've only spent 15 gems. Long runs want to spend 500? Like no, it's not even good anymore. I'm not at the 60. I've used half the gems, probably more. I've been doing stronghold and replenishing them, but half the gems. It's diabolical, genuinely. I'm gonna put this bandage in here. There we go. Locked in. Also, the oil drill makes oil in this scale faster than the fire goes out. That's why I unbuilt it, bro. I didn't want it to make like 1,000. There's so many. There's too many. But yeah, a lot of stupid things like that. Like, why is the price rise? Why are we doing that? Just cap it at. I thought it capped at 16. I was told. There's a wiki that says it starts at 1 plus 1 plus 1 every death. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which would have been so much better. That would have been so good. I mean, really, it would only be like 10 right now for us, but whatever, man. This used to be 4. They silently nerfed it. I know I just repeat a bunch of words, but they silently made it cheaper. There was no announcement for that. It used to be 4, now it's 1. So that's actually usable now. So that's cool. Anyways, I'm out of here. I'm gonna extra idle now. I'm gonna go like really AFK, but still hitting this every 6 minutes or something, you know? The necessary evil. Revival. I farming. That's another thing. The forest gems. Before I leave, these items are useless. 74 of them. They're useless. They have 0 use. You need 4 of them. There was a badge to go to 500. You get 4 of them before like 250. So even like the in-game intention of going to 500, they become useless. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's insane. I wish those forest gems could be used for something. I wish a forest gem could be used on the temporal. I wish it could be used to skip an actual day instead of just a night. I wish it could reset the stronghold. Like something. Something. Anyways. There's a whole like ramble about how this game doesn't really make sense. It's like it both caters and to long runs and makes them horrible. The dormant splinter. I don't know what use they're gonna give to it, but it might be cool, you know? Like I said, we have 74 of them. Like, bruh. I was saying like if you could use one to reset the stronghold timer and just like do stronghold over and over. If you had a bunch, that'd be great. But Alas. Alas indeed. Anyways, I'm out of here. This diabolical. Genuinely. I would just be hitting this machine, hitting soup, and doing something else at the same time, because the only purpose of this is so there's documentation of it in like 6 months when this game gets like deleted because like a dev was like a super villain or something. You know? I swear there's no footage of like long runs like this. I looked. There's the most is like 4,000 or 5,000. Yeah, that's right. It's to talk about they're literally running out. We're just repeating points of how the we're gonna see. We're gonna see. It's really just number go up waiting simulator. I'm gonna put the rod away anyways. Yeah, get out of here. Shoo. I've abstracted this game. Okay, wait. The small to make the game better. It doesn't even need to be better. That's what's crazy. It does what it does, but it also does what it does really badly. Like I said a million times, it doesn't make sense. It feels like every time something is stupid, the solution is just like, oh, but it's called 99, so you're only meant to go to 99. No, it's a survival game. You're meant to go forever. The problem is going forever is too free. Anyways, I guess you could camp in there probably. The volcano, you can see it. It's crazy. Not one cult's attack today. I've been skipping. Yeah, the game about a survival game where nothing is catered towards long-term survival. Literally nothing except like there's like there's so much more care towards short. And it feels like the only reason it's like that is because of the title of the game. What if it was called as many nights in the forest? Survive as many. If it wasn't called 99. Also, I also wish like every 100 days it gave you 3 diamonds again or something. That's annoying. Another thing. At 50 it gives you 2. At 99 it gives you 3. Can I get 2 every 50? 3 every 100? Maybe at 1,000 it gives you like 20. Like chop. No, they're not gonna do it because they want you to be poor. They want you to leave the game for some reason, which is kind of a weird design. I mean, you don't want people to ever have a like 101 design is like remove as many possible quit points as possible. A quit point in this is you reach 99 and you press escape, L, enter. That's a quit point. That happened in Fortnite all the time. Obviously, I couldn't help it in Fortnite. Like a game would end, you'd stay in the lobby for an extra minute, and then your friend would be like, I think I'm leaving. But like, it's weird that it has so many quit points. But I think it comes down to just flexing in the lobby. The lobby is just a flex zone. I mean, the leaderboard is literally like the leaderboard isn't like your class or your level. There's no level, but it could be your class. The leaderboard is days. So yeah, it does. It kind of doesn't make sense, but it's never gonna make sense. Maybe it will. This feels like one of those like things that'll like I won't do this anymore. And then like someone will tell me about how like, oh, the day record's 60,000 now. You know? And that's good enough. That's interesting enough. Anyways, now I'm out of here, bro. I'm gonna eat lasagna, I think. so peak. Yeah, so 23 hours from now, you know, look out. Might be the day 11K title, you know. I might just call it day 11,000 with like 40 exclamation marks. So be there or not. Like if it's not there, there's two possibilities. I did not swim, or so they can be sued. You should. You should. I don't know. It has too much depth and not enough at the same time. It's the beauty and simplicity. That's what it is. It is either I did not because people, or I did and you see day 11,000 at the top, and we pop a bot. I'm out of here, bro. It's be there in 23 hours when it says day 11K, or it's gonna be like a Friday. And I'm gonna be like on Deepwoken. It's gonna be like, guys, it DC'd at 9,994. I gotta redo it. You're misleading. The diamonds are very predatory. That was the closing statement. Diamonds in this game have so much value, but are so easy to get if you just like grind them. It's kind of awful. This is the run though. So many servers DC'd before this. This would have been done like 3 weeks ago with no diff. You seriously? Actually, speaking of Roblox getting sued, it is getting sued right now. I should go get update on Roblox getting sued. I don't know what's happening to it. Anyways, I'm really going. I'm really. It's cooked. Roblox does need to be sued, but specifically the devs of games like 99 Nights, Souls RNG, other brain rot shit like Grow a Garden. It's too much. It's too much. I'm in the goddamn fish chair. Here, you get to watch one more temporal thing. You get to get a close range. I remember my sister being like, yeah, day 1,000. And I was like, that's insane. But she's like, oh, you can skip the days though. No, you can only skip the nights. Here it is, 63 gems left. Let's see what number this says tomorrow. Anyways, go leave. Leave forever.